Oh boy, you guys, this is not good. The Titanic sub, also known as Ocean Gate, they all knew about it. The US Navy is doing a major cover up job, and apparently they pushed fake news to keep the story going. I got a video from Benny Johnson. I watched the interview with James Cameron, and it was very insightful. And we're gonna watch this right now. I think we need to get right into it because this is so sad. I can't even, you guys. Thank you to Benny Johnson. Please subscribe to Benny. I will link his channel and everything down in the description. Benny, I love you. I think you do a phenomenal job exposing the fake news and bringing us the real news. I'm so sick of this fake news crap.
A loud bang on the hydrophones. Loss of transducer or transponder. Loss of comms. I knew what happened. Sub imploded. I sent emails to everybody I know. I said, we've lost some friends. The sub has imploded. It's on the bottom in pieces right now. I sent that out Monday morning. Say,
hold up. Wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
That's right. Hold on a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Now, James Cameron, you guys. James Cameron, an engineer, a film director. He's made how many submersibles, and he's been to the Titanic how many times? He spent more time with the Titanic than the real captain of the Titanic. He builds stuff like this. He sent letters to Ocean Gate CEO saying, "This is dangerous. Do not put people in there." The CEO for Ocean Gate turned a blind eye and turned his nose up to the regulations and how his submersible did not meet the regulations to go to that depth. James Cameron says that noise. We knew what happened, and he knew what happened Monday. I have to back it up again because this is absolutely creepy that we would even have this going on.
It's on the bottom in pieces right now. I sent that out Monday morning.
Say, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Mm-hmm. Damn.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Something's always felt a little bit off to me about this submarine story. It's why we didn't cover it on The Daily Show. It's why we haven't really been going in as hard as everybody else on coverage. A reality of the news cycle is that there's only so much oxygen out there, for lack of a better metaphor. There's only so much time to cover stories. And when you have a story like a bunch of people being trapped at the bottom of the ocean inside of the Titanic, well, a lot of people tend to cover that. But now we know that this entire charade is a operation in order to keep the American people and the media distracted.
Hold on a second. You know what I find remarkably disturbing about the whole thing, right? I find it remarkably disturbing that you knew about this. They sent letters. There was the WEF members on here, and the whole Hunter Biden story, kind of took a back seat to this. Nope. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Something ain't right, Benny.
Because we know that the people who are in charge knew that these people were dead at the bottom of the ocean minutes after it happened. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. U.S. Navy detected the implosion on Sunday. As soon as the sub went missing, they heard a boom at the bottom of the ocean. They knew that that's exactly what had happened. Those in charge knew that this tragic event, we're not trying to make light of it. We're not trying to say there's some type of dark forces that caused all of this to happen. There's a terrible accident that seems to be wildly preventable. Some really stupid designers and some really dumb ideas went into the submarine. But nonetheless, evil people utilized this news cycle and dragged you along when they knew there was no chance of these people being found. And even worse, we can prove that they planted false stories.
Uh-oh. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right there. This is going to get really juicy, you guys. I'm over here going, uh-oh. Benny, please, guys, protect him at all costs because they don't like it when people expose the truth. I can't wait to hear what Tucker Carlson says about this. Yeah. James Cameron even knew. First of all, if the Navy heard that implosion from that depth, James Cameron said it was like 10 tons of dynamite going off. Do you think anybody's gonna survive that? This was a small sub. This wasn't like a humongous one that shoots torpedoes or anything. No, no, no. This was like a tiny banana, and people were sitting in close proximity to one another, basically like a can of sardines. Uh-huh. Yeah. That would probably been a big boom, and absolutely nobody is going to survive that. I'm sure they went in the most quickest manner that they didn't even know what hit them. I wish everybody got to. I hate that they had to pass away. I don't care if they were billionaires. I don't care. I don't care. People still died. We need to be empathetic to that situation. A 19-year-old was taking his father on an excursion for Father's Day. All right, Benny, let's hear the conspiracy theory. Bullshit. Sick and tired of all the lies.
That's right. They know that the news cycle is like 20 seconds long these days. So they need to keep something regularly churning if they are wishing to distract you. Bread and circuses, they used to say in the Roman Senate. That's how you keep people distracted. And this was a circus. They knew that these people, and by they I mean the Navy, the United States Navy, the military apparatus, those in charge of it, those in charge of intelligence, presumably those in charge of the White House, knew that these people had already met their fate minutes after that little sub blew up at the bottom of the ocean due to a crack in its carbon fiber hull, presumably.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, why did they keep it from you exactly? Here, these articles saying that the submersible implosion was so fast the victims never knew it happened.
Okay, first of all, carbon fiber. James Cameron, again, built so many of these submersibles in his lifetime. He's an engineer as well. He knew that carbon fiber was not strong enough. Carbon fiber is it's pretty tough stuff, you guys, but it is not tough enough to withstand the pressure at that depth. You guys, the Titanic is not just like on the bottom of the ocean, like a couple 100 feet below. No, they're like half a mile down, freezing cold waters. Yeah, it's pretty deep. And the pressure, if you can't even scuba dive down there. I just hope you know that. Like, you can't just be like, I want to go and I want to scuba dive down to the Titanic because the pressure is so great. You would like the weight from the water would force your body to. Yeah. I wonder if the material had some reason as to why maybe it was purposefully made from carbon fiber so that it would implode, because James Cameron and all of them have gone down to the Titanic a copious amount of times, more times than the captain itself. Something ain't right here. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Boom! Massive boom at the bottom of the ocean. 12,000 feet below sea level. The U.S. Navy
12,000 feet
picked up that boom. They knew these people were toast.
12,000 feet.
So why didn't they tell you? Why did they allow the entire world to go on for 5 days? 5 days. All the way through to the point that every news site in the world said, oh, they're out of oxygen now. There's no chance of them being left. Oh, you know what? Just so happens that we happen to know this the entire time. Why did they lead us along, lead us astray, and also, more importantly, plant fake stories? That's our question. I think the obvious response to that is that they needed you to not pay attention to the real stories at hand, which is the Biden corruption. Miranda Devine, one of the best journalists in the world, saying the Biden administration knew the sub imploded on Sunday. They waited until today to make it public. Convenient smokescreen for the House Ways and Means Committee of the IRS whistleblower testimony and DOJ sabotage of Hunter Biden investigation. Wall Street Journal, this is the article that everyone's linking to. Exclusive, U.S. Navy detected Titan sub implosion days ago on Sunday. As soon as it went missing, the U.S. Navy, which has sonar monitoring all around the globe,
Right.
which has sophisticated equipment to come in and to assess or save people all around the planet. Something called a Magellan submersible could have been there instantly, within hours. They could have been there. Why didn't anyone launch a Magellan submersible?
Right.
It's the most sophisticated submersible on planet Earth.
Right. And we do have access to those in the new US Navy. They have access to the most technologically advanced submersibles. Okay. So 12,000 here. I'm sorry. Let me 12,500 feet is 2.3 miles below the surface of the water. Damn. Could you imagine? So they said that the ocean gate would approximately, it would take them about a 2.5 hour descent, or 2.5 hour descent, and they had to spiral down. I don't know why, you guys. I'm not an expert on submersibles. I would guess that you'd have to do that for maybe compression sickness or something. I don't know. The bends. I don't know. Like, you can't just go straight down. I think you'd have to spiral through the water in order to not combust, maybe. I don't know. I've never dove, in a submarine before, nor do I want to, if that's the kind of thing that could happen. I mean, we have the liberal media, of course. Why are these billionaires spending their money? It's too expensive. Why is it any of your business what they spend their money on? I'm just saying. All right, Benny Johnson, thank you. Let's keep going.
Jack Posobiec saying the Wall Street Journal reported the U.S. Navy detected the Titan implosion on Sunday, but Biden held the news until today's whistleblower testimony. The entire thing was a distraction.
Fucker.
Yeah, we can prove it. Now, Jack got community noted here, because there's still plenty of libs on Twitter, saying that the Wall Street Journal didn't say that Biden held it back. Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. Let's go to another silver-haired person that the media loves to quote, James Cameron.
Uh-oh. The post-millennial posted it. It's going to shed some light, something that the liberal ran media isn't going to like. I love the post-millennial. I go to them for a lot of stories. They tell you kind of what you want to know, not just what you want to hear. Huh. It's crazy.
James Cameron has spent more time on the Titanic than the captain of the Titanic. He assumes he's been to the Titanic 33 times. James Cameron, the director of the Titanic, said that the entire search
Great
was a prolonged,
movie, by the way.
nightmarish charade. Listen.
Monday morning, when I first found out about the incident, got on a whole bunch of calls and emails. It's a small community. Within an hour and a half, I had the following information. They were on descent. They were at 3,500 feet. They lost comms and tracking. The last one being the critical one, because the transponder that's used to track a sub during descent and on the bottom is a fully autonomous system. It's in its own pressure housing, and it has its own battery power. So for them to lose comms and tracking at the same time, sub was gone.
Big explosion.
There was no question in my mind. For days, I tried to run other scenarios that could account for it. I could come up with nothing. So the next thing I did was contacted a few more people and managed to track down, there are acoustic networks around. Some are research, some are intelligence. We got confirmation within an hour that there had been a loud bang at the same time that that comms were lost.
They knew it. And of course, the submersible had a kind of like a black box in it that had its own battery. It's like a tracking device. And the force from that implosion was so great that destroyed everything, even the black box. He said an hour after. James Cameron, mighty powerful person, man. Very, very smart man. Oh my. This is not good for them. I'm gonna back things up just a smidgen, just so we don't lose anything that this man says.
We got confirmation within an hour that there had been a loud bang at the same time that that comms were lost. A loud bang on the hydrophones.
Yikes.
Loss of transducer or transponder. Loss of comms. I knew what happened.
Me
Sub
too.
imploded. I sent emails to everybody I know. I said, we've lost some friends. The sub has imploded. It's on the bottom in pieces right now. I sent that out Monday morning. I never believed in that technology of wound carbon fiber, wound filament, cylindrical hull. I thought it was a horrible idea. I wish I'd spoken up, but
James Cameron knew.
Yeah, but I thought James Cameron, from what I heard on ABC, that you said that you sent letters to the CEO and they went unnoticed. They went, well, disregarded basically, because he said that he sent them letters saying that, hey, this is dangerous. Do not do this expedition. People will die. I don't know. Maybe we can find that news article after this, and then, we can compare what he said then to what he said right now. But yeah, I wish you would have spoke up, James. There's nothing left of that. I can guarantee you, it's in teeny tiny pieces. He said the implosion was like 10 tons of dynamite. Like, that had to have made a noise, you guys. It wasn't going to be like bloop, 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 bloop. No, dude, that was a massive, massive explosion. And if somebody was on the surface, uh, if it took like 2 hours to get down to 2.3 miles and they were gone an hour and 40 minutes before if they lost communication with everybody, then you would think that they heard something or seen something on the surface, but I don't. Especially if it had the power of 10 tons of dynamite, you would think that marine life would float to the top. I mean, maybe whales were killed. You would think, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen some beaching of some animals, some marine life, which we don't need to do that anyways. And way to go. Way to go, because now there's more plastic in the ocean. This is ridiculous. And I feel so terrible for these people that are dead, man. I really do.
James Cameron knew. Dan Crenshaw knew. Dan Crenshaw, a member of Congress, saying the United States Coast Guard has access to the highly capable rescue submersible called the Magellan, which is ready to deploy to rescue lost submarine near the Titanic. But I'm hearing disturbing reports that the U.S. Coast Guard officials are blocking or delaying the Magellan from being deployed. If true, it's concerning. We should be doing everything in our power to rescue. He's so close to the truth. He's so close to the truth. Update. I'm hearing reports that the U.S. government unnecessarily delayed the deployment of proper search and recovery equipment from reaching the Titanic. Now time is running out. I also hear that contrary to the Coast Guard reports, the sub's location is actually not a mystery at all.
Right.
The search area is being refined. I would like to know, have all the implements been deployed and search equipment been removed? What's the status of the search and recovery mission? How soon can we safely bring these people home? Dan Crenshaw, you're so close to the truth. The truth is that the U.S. government knew that these people were goners days ago, but they let a news cycle continue.
Okay. All right. Look at this meme, you guys. Benny, you ain't right. I steal his memes all the time because he's so on point with them. They're so funny. Look at this. We're sinking. Help. U.S. Navy, and Biden coming with a 2x4 pushing him off. Oh my God, Benny. Dan Crenshaw said that, this, and that's how the media did spin that, because I remember that they were doing a international, New Zealand was looking for them, everywhere was looking for them, and it's like, wait a minute, that submarine had to have launched from a bigger vessel, big enough to carry the submersible on board. That would probably drop anchor. Okay. I don't know if the anchor was even long enough actually to anchor, because you're at 2.3 miles down on the ocean floor, which pretty much speaks volumes, because 10% of the oceans are the only that have been explored. We have 90% of our oceans have not been explored because of how deep they actually are. Now, why would they not know where the sub had gone down, why wouldn't they know? The ship, the vessel knew exactly where it dropped. They knew the coordinates and everything. This is a huge cover up. This is bad. And I'm so grateful that people are like, things that make you go, this ain't right. This is not right. Okay, back to Benny. This is good, y'all. This is like I said, juicy, very juicy, but very sad at the same time. I don't want to see anybody die. I don't care if they're millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. I don't give a shit. I do want to know why the WEF people, the World Economics Foundation or whatever it is, the WEF, why? What is the correlation between the WEF and these people seemingly dying when the CEO of OceanGate snubbed his nose at the regulations that he blatantly ignored? That was one hell of a hit, man. But 19-year-old kid didn't deserve to die.
They let
None
the
of them
memes
did.
continue. We're sinking help. U.S. Navy, Joe Biden.
This is silly. Come on.
The mainstream media, Hunter Biden walking away with no prison time after selling crap and committing treason in his father's name. Hey, look, it's a missing submarine. Slap it on. The Biden administration watching everyone search for a submarine they knew exploded 4 days ago from sonar. What were they trying?
Stop. I hate to keep pausing it, you guys, but this is a screenshot of Hunter Biden's text messages to the CCP, Chinese Communist Party. This is from Hunter's phone. Benny Johnson has it. Tucker Carlson has it. I can't wait to see what Tucker has to say about this. So it's kind of crazy that Hunter Biden gets a no jail plea deal. America should be enraged right now. Americans should be the people, especially who are still in prison under the crime bill of the 1990s, or the people that are still in prison for Kamala Harris, sending them to prison for low-level marijuana crimes. You guys should be pissed. Hell, I'm pissed. You should be pissed. We're not taking to the streets demanding Hunter be put in prison for his crimes. That is ridiculous that he can get away. You know, it's crazy that Joe Biden hired 187,000 new IRS agents, but you don't got to go far. Look at the guy who hired you. Oh no, he's Democrat. That's right. He can get away with everything. All right, here is the Hunter Biden text messages. We're going to talk about this. I can't wait to see Benny shit all over this.
Trying to cover up? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that these text messages came out proving that Joe Biden is a mafia leader who is effectively strong-arming the Communist Party of China. But wait, there's more. We can literally find the psyops that they planted. They didn't just stop the search and rescue and allow the news cycle to eat itself alive and for all the oxygen inside the news cycle to heat up and to depressurize itself so that they could get away with their crimes. No, ladies and gentlemen. They planted fake stories.
Yeah, they did.
If the submarine imploded on Sunday and the Navy knew about this, what about this whole U.S. military picked up banging noise at the bottom of the seafloor news cycle? This was a lazy psyop to keep everyone going. And here is the article. Exclusive in Rolling Stone, of course, in Rolling.
Well, first of all, we need to take all of these liberal media outlets and absolutely decommission all of them. You're dismembered. You're not dismembered, dismantled, and we're gonna decommission you all for lying to the world. I remember this article in Rolling Stone. Oh, they heard banging on the ocean floor. Maybe it was some fish getting it on, some angler fish or some amoebas or something getting it on. It wasn't people banging on the submarine, as you have reported here, Rolling Stone. You fascist BlackRock bought off scum of the earth. How anybody could work for your network or your magazine or your website, how any of you could sleep at night is beyond me. How could you openly lie? That's because BlackRock picks and choose what you get to hear and see on the media, on the news, because they own huge stake in all of them. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. The list goes on and on and on. Amazon, Target, all of these ESU, social credit score, woke companies. BlackRock. I'm just saying. Let's see, Benny. Shit on them too, please.
Rolling Stone. Searches for the Titanic tourist sub hear banging from area. Internal
An
comms reveal.
aircraft.
Oh, really? This was published a couple of days ago to keep the story going.
First of all, how the hell is an aircraft gonna hear sounds 2.5 miles down on the ocean floor? How is an aircraft gonna hear that? Get out of here, man. Shut up.
This is according to emails sent to DHS leadership. Oh, so Department of Homeland Security leadership.
Them too.
Planting a story about there being banging from inside of the sub. Don't worry, everyone. It's all good. We're going to find them. We're going to get them. This story went around the world saying that they had detected banging in 30-minute intervals coming from the area where divers dispersed, according to internal updates sent to the Department of Homeland Security's National Operations Center, obtained by Rolling Stone.
Yeah, DHS, you a bunch of crooked, weaponized, politicized mother effers too. And let me tell you something. They said this. I specifically remember hearing this story. They knock in 30-minute intervals as an SOS. I never heard of that in my life, but I mean, people in the marine life, and you guys who do scuba diving, whatever, maybe that is a thing, but I never heard of that. But I heard that story. They did that just because that's what they're supposed to do. It's safety protocol. I've been on a few boats in my day, and we've never heard of anything like that. Yeah. This is getting good. Juicy. Very juicy.
Rolling Stone, how far you have fallen. You used to be a real punk rock magazine. You used to be anti the system, and now you are the system.
Facts.
This is Oppo planted to fool you, to trick you, to give you hopium and copium, to distract you from the real stories. Joe Biden was sitting next to Hunter Biden when he demanded payment from Chinese businessman. The IRS whistleblower reveals the agency recommended felony charges for Hunter Biden in tax probe. But he wouldn't get them. They shut down the attorney, David Weiss. Coming after Hunter
Why?
Biden. Merrick Garland lied under oath. These are stories. The submersible run by some moron who built a very bad design and had that bad design predictably implode at the bottom of the ocean. That's not a story. The U.S. Navy covering it up, and those in power covering it up and leading the entire country and world along in a fake news cycle when they knew the fate of the people minutes after it happened. James Cameron knew it. Ladies and gentlemen, now that's a story.
That's a story. That's a story.
And planting Oppo like, oh, we hear the dinging noises. Trust me, they're there. We're going to save them.
Yeah. They only have 1 days left of oxygen. And everybody was on the edge of their seats praying. And I've sent prayers out that I hope that these people were found alive. And I prayed and prayed and prayed, and they stood no chance. They stood no chance. That was a death mission. I'm sick to my stomach how weaponized and politicized our government has gotten. We, the people, deserve better than this. I'm sick.
Got it?
Got it.
That's a story. Them planting fake psyops like this. You've been psyoped, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Benny.
You've been psyoped. That's what's going on here. Sick, evil people.
That's what I just said.
Sick, evil people. What a disastrous and dark episode. Keep your head on a swivel. These people have absolutely no souls.
None.
We do, and we have a soul, and
Yes,
we
we
have
do.
a growing, warm, happy heart because, well, because you like, shared, and subscribed to this channel.
Yes,
And we
I
thank
did.
you.
Yes,
Ladies
I
and
did. And
gentlemen,
I'll
it's
do
your
it
boy
10
Benny.
times over
Stay
again.
tuned for more news. See ya.
And I also hit a like on his video. Please, you guys, I will link his video down in the description as well as his channel. Congratulations on 1 million subscribers. Ben A. Johnson. You know, I love what he does. I think he exposes the truth at all costs, no matter what anybody thinks. You know, you guys, I can't even imagine how we have gotten here. How did America fall so far? Like the whole Hunter Biden arrest, I barely heard a peep about it. All I did was get Daily Wire Plus. They gave me updates on the plea deal. I was so sick that I couldn't even do a story about it, and not like physically sick, but like I just couldn't. I can't even. It's like watching. It would be like watching an episode of Cops meets America's Most Wanted and them capturing him and just saying, "You're free to go." Can I say he's the president's son? He can do whatever the fuck he wants. While people sit in prison for a lot less. That breaks me. That breaks my heart. And these people were used as a smokescreen. This story was used as a smokescreen. The Democratic National Party, you're all about smokes, the smokes and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. Why do you keep lying to us? Corinne Jean-Pierre, why won't you answer the fucking questions? She won't answer them at this podium. Well, when will you? And where will you? Oh, that's right. You'll never, because you're too scared of Peter Ducey. I can't believe she hasn't got it. I can't believe that she hasn't banned him from the White House press secretary room, the press room by now. Because he asks her the tough questions and she refuses to answer them every time. Had that been Trump's press secretary, the liberal media would have a field day with that. Oh, Jen Psaki won't answer a fucking thing. Da, 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 da. Look at this. What are they hiding? Well, I could ask the same thing for Biden. What are you hiding? All right, guys. Please comment down below. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button as well. We're going to blow the lid off of everything that we can because you all deserve the truth. And here we're telling it, no matter who likes that or not. Leave your comments down below. How did you feel? How do you feel about being lied to? Because I don't like it one bit. And I will do my best to expose the lies whenever I see fit and whenever they're due to be exposed because you guys deserve to know. We all do. What a shame. What a shame. See you guys. I'm just Jen. Damn. Damn.